So I'm going to do just a little brainstorming session here. The purpose of this brainstorming is to determine or look for better process improvements within our system. So, I guess it wouldn't, brainstorming is probably not the right term. Really, I need to figure out some outcomes of some inquiries that I have about things. One, we defined what a good day looks like. But our understanding of if we had a good day is still low. So we need to find a way to measure and report out on that so that everyone has the knowledge. But also, another thing I'm thinking right now is that a good day is also subjective. So we need to ask the question to everyone: what does a good day look like to you? So before we start issuing and barking out orders, because eventually, we're not gonna. Everyone needs to define what a good day looks like. Another thing we need to know is, we have our bracelets that tell us pretty much, kind of helps in and aid our check-in on determining who is present. We also need to know although knowing who's present is good, it also helps us it also helps us know who isn't present as well. But we need to know who needs to be present at the moment. Because so I guess I haven't told y'all about my daily checklist chart thing. My daily checklist chart, or basically how my day is scheduled out. So I'm working on what is, I guess, what you would call like time slot categories. So like in the morning from like 6:30 to 8:30, that's the time that I wake up. That's the time that I keep doing wake up activities. 8:30 to 9:30 is when we review the day and make goals for the day. Basically, like what needs to happen today. And so I guess you can also say that's more like a team meeting or a team check-in. So from like 8:30 to 9:30 is a team meeting. Now, those two things, and I can go down the list because we have time for schoolwork, we have time for sleeping or relaxing, we have time for business things. But I think what's happening is even though we know what should be happening at any particular time, like anyone would know what's supposed to be happening at the time, but are we doing those things is another story. And so we need to look at whose job it is should be able to fill those particular time slots. So like who should be I wouldn't say fronting, but at least in charge. So anyone who is present would need to be taking direction from the person who leads that particular section, or preferably that they become present. So what we're going to do is another thing, so who needs to be here, and everyone needs to acknowledge them as the time slot leader. I like that. Time slot leader. And so what we're going to try to do is, and we know everyone's purposes, characterization, personality. What we're going to try to do is during those particular time slots, we are going to try to use the 5 senses to evoke that person and hope that they come to the front. I know, after saying all of that, I know how this sounds, but actually, I don't know how it sounds. I mean, I could guess how it sounds to different types of people. But, yeah. We're gonna work on that. I guess, maybe, I don't know. I do try to keep you guys updated, but I just be doing stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just be doing it, but I did want to share, because every day I am striving to see a little bit better, and I know that makes sense to some people. To some people it don't.